All right, welcome to another episode of the MMA Fight Game Podcast. I am super excited to have this female 135-pound combat athlete on the show. She is actually this will be her 13th combat sports fight on December 14th at Rage in the Cage 27. Lynn Hoad is actually fighting Isabella Filippazzo for the full contact promotions 135-pound bantamweight championship. Right out of the gate, gonna break news to Kara. I don't know if she knows, if she's been watching our social media, but her and Izzy are actually going to be our co-main event behind Rich Lang and Tony Viscomi, highlighting the female mixed martial artists, putting them both in a very premier spot in our promotion, in the area, in the country. This fight is two of the baddest female athletes in the country, amateur scene, bar none. I will debate it until I'm blue in the face. I worked extremely hard to get this fight done. Huge shout out to our 145-pound featherweight champion in Caden Ellis. He made a huge help in getting this done. Kara, I truly appreciate the time on a Saturday. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you so much for having me.
You're welcome. So as we were talking offline, I am super excited to have this fight happen. I've been a fan of you for a long time. You are coming out of a OG gym in Fifth Round Fitness, MMA with John Frenchie, who is truly an OG in the sport, along the lines of Jacob Bone from Bone MMA, Casey Lamb from Synthesis Martial Arts as well. I am so happy to finally get you on a card. It's a huge profile fight. Talk to me about what that means to you.
Oh, I'm excited. As many people know, I'm coming off a loss. So I feel like I've got something. I've got to prove myself a little bit. I was in my head the last fight. So this one, I'm just gonna kind of go in there, do my game plan. I want to stick to the game plan. I want to stay calm, cool, and collected. I don't want to get too excited. I want to work on stuff that I haven't worked on. Like you said, I've been doing this for a while, so I want to kind of not change it up, but I want to make myself look stronger, better, faster. You know what I mean? Like I want to be all around. I've got to evolve a little bit. What I did last fight didn't work, so here I am trying to go at it with a different approach.
Yeah, and I mean it's a huge fight, and like I said on our social media post, win or lose this fight, I don't think this is going to be the first and last time you and Izzy share the cage together. You guys are on a collision course. Obviously Izzy's from Canada, you're from the USA. You train with the OG John Frenchie, who is a WEC veteran. If people don't know who he is, I highly recommend them going back and seeing his war in WEC against Cub Swanson as well. I know your coach actually from way back in the Bomb Squad days with jonjones, the GOAT. That's how
Yeah.
far back I go with him. What is training with somebody like John Frenchie meant to your development, getting you into mixed martial arts and so forth?
I'm forever grateful for John, forever grateful for him. If I wouldn't be where I am without him. He takes the time, he makes sure that we're doing what we're supposed to be doing. If he sees something that needs to be corrected, he corrects it immediately. Okay, no, that's not how we do this. This is how we do it, and we rep it out and rep it out until it's 100% nice, and we can hit it in spar. He takes his time with us. He can be mean, but every coach can. But he can also be, this is what we need to do. This is what you need. I train with a lot of guys, and
Yep.
John guy. So I used to, back when I first started, I used to always get in my head, and I'm like, I can't do this. I can do this, but I can't do this. Why can't I do this? And he's just like, you got to remember that you're a girl, and these are guys. You are trying your hardest, and he used to have to debrief me, and he's actually helped me a lot. He's like one of my go-tos, whether it be life or gym related. We're really close, and I'm forever grateful for him. Forever grateful.
Yeah, I mean, there's this area, and obviously the card that you were on, facing off against, is
I'm so sorry. I don't know what happened.
you're
Okay,
good.
sorry. Go ahead.
You're on a massive card. The talent level from top to bottom is completely loaded. Like this card is one of the best cards that in the country for amateur mixed martial arts and combat sports for the year. You girls are co-headlining, co-main eventing this event, which I'm super excited about. You're also, as we talked, you're actually a mom. How do you balance that mom and fight life balance? How do you balance that out?
I feel like I do a really bad job at it. But I try to do all of it, you know what I mean? Like I work night shift, so while he's sleeping, I'm working. I nap during the day. My mom helps me out a lot. So when it's gym time, he's only with my mom a couple hours a day because my husband gets out of work and he'll pick him up. So my husband helps out a lot as well in that aspect of I wouldn't be able to do this without my village. It's hard. It's hard to be a fighter, a mom, and a worker. But I mean, I'm here doing it. I'm juggling it. I'm trying my best. And I mean, we just go with it, whatever the day lies, that's what we do. We try to take it day by day, not of course I try to have plans, but usually every time you plan something comes up. So we just try to take it day by day and I get in all my lovins and kisses that I can when I can get them.
Yeah, that's amazing. Talking about your village, you're actually 5-1 in kickboxing. You're actually 5-1 also in mixed martial arts. Like, what does it mean to like? What does your parents, your husband think of you being a high level mixed martial arts? And honestly, on December 14th, I would debate anyone that this isn't the biggest profile female amateur mixed martial arts fight in the country.
We're all excited. My mom's always nervous when I step into the cage. She's always like, "Be smart. Don't do anything stupid." Like she didn't want me to do this. She didn't want me to be a fighter, but I was like, I this is my dream. This is what I'm going for. And they've been so supportive of it since they help me mentally, physically. I'll go for if Sunday dinners is a thing at her house. All right, I can't eat what we're eating. I'm going for a run. They'll hop on the side by side and they'll drive right along with me. Be like, keep going, come on, you're not done yet. Let's go. And I'm like, all right, okay. And then I'll go and have whatever, if I'm cutting weight, whatever I can have, and we'll just sit down and we'll just have life together. It's nice to have that village behind you because if I didn't have it, I wouldn't be where I'm at. And my husband, oh, he loves the idea of having his wife as a fighter, loves it.
Mm-hmm. And what are your expectations for Saturday night, December 14th at Rage in the Cage 27?
My expectations are, as they always are, it's going to be a brawl. It's going to be a fight. I'm leaving everything I can in that cage, and I imagine she's going to do the exact same thing. I'm really excited to fight Isabella. I'm sorry if I offended her.
No, Izzy's good.
Okay. I'm excited. She looks to me like she's got some good stand up, and it's been a while since I fought somebody who doesn't want to try and take me down and beat the crap out of me. So if we can stand there and duke it out, that's cool too. But I'm prepared to put a show on. And that's what is our job as fighters. That's what we do. Win, lose, or draw. Our job is to go out there and entertain that crowd.
Yeah, it's an amazing fight. I can't say it enough. After Saturday night, December 14th at Rage in the Cage 27 with Full Contact Promotions, what would be next? Are you looking to go pro, or are you looking to maybe take another amateur fight? What's the game plan? Not getting ahead, not overlooking Izzy at all or anything like that.
Of course not. No, she is a very strong competitor. But if I was to win, I think this would be a tremendous win on my part. Like I said, coming off a loss. Honestly, I've thought about going pro. Like you said, I've been doing this for a long time. This is my 13th combat sport fight. Like going pro is definitely on the brain. It is there, but My last fight, I had gotten in my brain too much. I didn't learn until I'm not using this as an excuse. She
Oh,
won.
great.
She won, but I got in my head. I wasn't told that there was no head kicks in Pennsylvania until 2 hours before the fight. So in my mind, if something like that was able to get in my way, then maybe mentally I'm not there. So this one is a good one to bring myself back down, try to think with a cool level head. If something like that can slow me down, then maybe I wasn't there yet. Physically, mentally, all of it. I just wasn't there yet. So this one, I'm thinking that if I can go out there and I can execute what I need to execute, then maybe it is time. Like I said, I'm not sure yet, but it's there. I know I've been doing this for a long time and it's there.
Now, if you fought pro, would you fight at the bantamweight weight
I would
limit, or
try
would you go?
I would try to stick to 35, yeah. The last fight was at 30. I've never cut down to 25 before. I used to fight at 45, so to go from 45 to 35 was a big change. And then to go from 30, could I have made 25? Oh, I imagine I could have made 25, but I looked like a skeleton. I looked dead. I don't want to, you have time to recover, but you also want to make sure that you are at your physical peak when you're out there fighting. And if you feel like you look like a zombie or you look dead, you're not at your physical peak. And I don't think it would be very smart of me to just jump right down to a lower weight. Is there more fights, lower weights? Yeah, it's really hard to find a fight for me, especially at 35. But going pro might open doors a little bit more to females. No, not at all.
So
Still hard.
so like this is a unicorn fight in the amateur scene between you and Izzy. And it's very hard, like from a matchmaking standpoint, to find females to match up, or even guys. I had some 135ers and 145ers that I had a hard time matching, finding. Really, what's happening is it's like one or two fights, and then you girls are discovered by the UFC, PFL, and then you guys get signed. It's extremely hard, and that's why we have such a unicorn fight between you and Izzy. I am super blessed. I want to ask two questions. First, what got you into mixed martial arts? What's your background? What you do in high school? That type of thing.
High school, I was not a fighter. I mean, I could definitely stand my ground, but no, I didn't wrestle. I didn't, I had three older brothers.
Okay.
Right. I have an older sister and I have a younger sister. So there was six of us growing up. So we wrestled a lot. Okay, I have a set of twin brothers. They went and actually did wrestling. I did not. Looking back, I'm like, I should have done that.
Right.
But I was watching TV. I was watching UFC when UFC first came out. I was like 14. It's not a very like good story, but it's my story. I looked at the TV. I looked at my dad, and I was like, I'm gonna do that one day. Not that I'm gonna do that. And he just was like, yeah, whatever, okay. Well, then we were making it, but we weren't poor, but we weren't rich either. We're middle class. So I waited until I got a job and I was still living at home with them so I could afford to go to a gym. I've actually got a hold of my buddy Dylan Yarko. We went to school together. So
Oh
I
yeah.
see fighting and I was like, where are you training, dude? Like I gotta get in there. And so he got me hooked up with John and I haven't left. Been with him ever since. And it's a fantastic feeling to be able to live your dreams.
Yeah. Is mom and dad going to be at the fights on the 14th?
Yep, they've only ever missed one fight out of all 12 fights I've had. They've only ever missed one. And that was the last one because it was down in Pittsburgh and it was Christmas time. And they're like, we just financially can't make it.
Mhm.
And I was like, okay, it is what it is.
Mhm.
They're excited. My dad's really, really excited.
Yeah, I can't say it enough. And, I kind of want to talk about how this fight was made up. So obviously, I've been watching you for a long time. I've known your name. I've known the impact that you've made on the sport. I know you fought in a close friend in Joan Nelson. You fought her. I saw her this morning as well. Did you fight Paige Wilcox too? Am I right on that? Or
No,
no?
I fought Shutter.
Page Shutter. That's right. That's right. So yeah, I mean, you've had a long list, but like I said, I couldn't get a hold of you, and obviously we have a mutual acquaintance in our 145-pound featherweight champion in Caden Ellis. Talk to me about how everything kind of came to fruition to make this bout for the 14th.
Um, Caden had got a hold of John because you guys have gotten a hold of him, and he said that there was an offer for a very game opponent for me, and I instantly got excited. I was like, yes, it's time. It's been a while. I'm ready. And then I was like, well, I hope she really is game because those are the ones that I look for. I look for somebody who's going to push me to be a better version of myself. Someone who's going to push me to my brink, and if I can make it, then obviously I made it, But Caden, he actually wrestles for John for the college,
Elmira.
yep.
Yep.
So we in the off season, he sometimes he comes over and works out with us now that he's got a connection with John, which is great. It's fantastic. He's a good wrestler. He's strong. We've kickboxed a few times, it's great to have the community around as well as I'm sorry, I forgot what I was trying to say.
Like the community going around and things like that, having the community back you, that type of thing.
Yeah, it's nice to be able to have people on your side that but you don't know at the same time. Like I know Caden, we've worked out, but like outside of the gym, we don't know each other,
Yeah. Caden's a quality human being. He's just a good, straight up dude. Like he's got a good girlfriend in his corner that has his back. He's got a good family. He's got a good team over Redemption MMA that, helps him out. Obviously, his home away from home is with you guys at
Right.
fifth round as well. He has Elmira, he's killing in the wrestling scene. I know he's actually itching to get back into the cage as well. But I cannot stress the importance of that. This is the best female fight in the country in the amateur scene for 2024, without a doubt. Like you said, your game. I know Isabella is game as well, and I cannot truly wait to have you guys step foot into our cage as the co-main event, elevating women, elevating combat sports for women. Um, there's a lot of little girls, like you mentioned, you didn't do wrestling, but wrestling for women right now is completely blowing up. And it's just amazing to see. I know there are going to be little girls that are there watching you and Isabella. And lastly, before I let you go, what does that mean? Like, obviously, like Judah, one of the owners of Full Contact Promotion, has a young daughter, and there's a bunch of young girls that are in attendance. What does that mean to you? That these girls are looking up to you as a superstar and you're inspiring them. What does that mean?
Oh my God, that just makes I'm a sensitive person. That makes a lot of tears come down my face. Like that is just so to think that somebody's looking up to me, and I mean to me, I'm a nobody. I'm just a person trying to live their daily life, trying to finish their dreams type of thing. But to have like I've got nieces, and for example, she wanted to go out and do a play at the school, but she was afraid to go for the lead, and I was like, "What do you mean you're afraid to go for the lead?" And she's like, "Well, I'm scared." And I'm like, and you don't think I'm scared when I walk out in that cage? I'm about to go fist fight with somebody. Someone's trying to knock me out. But I'm like, I was terrified. But you take a deep breath and you just go out there and you go do it. You do your thing. You can't sit there and be like, I'm scared. I'm scared. Because then you're never gonna do it. You have to go out there. And it's great to be able to be like, this is what I'm inspiring. These little kids, they're gonna grow up and they're like, I can do anything I want because she did it. Right there's proof she did it. Well, now here's your chance. Now it's your turn to do it. And I've tried the little kids at the youth that I teach. Oh, it's fantastic to watch them blossom. The little girls, the little boys, all of them. It's fantastic to watch them do what you're teaching them and to make sense and know that they can handle themselves if they ever needed to.
Yeah. Do they know you got a big fight coming up?
Yeah, I got some that are real excited.
I love it. Again, I am super excited to have this matchup on our card. We're definitely honored to have you finally in our cage as well, because this is your first time fighting for us, right?
Yeah, I as much as you've been watching me, I've been watching you guys too. So when you say that you messaged me before, and I'm like, well, now I kind of feel like a ditz because I've been trying to get on your card for a while now too.
Well, we have Kate. I can't take credit for all of it. We really have to give a huge shout out to Caden because he was a major catalyst in getting this done. I was striking out with you, and obviously, you deserve a high level opponent. Izzy deserves a high level opponent, and obviously, I've been watching you. Another guy on the card, the main event, Rich Lang. I've been watching Rich Lang for a really long time too. So I'm just not, in this. Like, I'm watching the amateurs and I'm watching what you're doing. And obviously, I'm trying to put on the best, most fairest fights that we can. And then obviously, doing interviews like this, putting you guys in a premier spot, because if you want to take it to that next level, you have that experience and then go from there. Obviously, a girl that made her debut who's like got a major fight coming up in February, Jasmine Jazz Duvicious. She made her debut with us on Full Contact Promotions. So, we have those UFC level fighters that are coming from Full Contact all the way up to the dance. So, again, Kara, like, I truly appreciate the time. I'm super excited to see you take on Isabella Filippazzo December 14th at Rage in the Cage 27 in the co-main event slot, a very high profile position for women. It's amazing. Before I let you go, is there anybody that you want to thank? Any sponsors, anything like that that you want to kind of plug?
Of course, please. Pix Pub, thank you so much for being a continuous sponsor. I'm
Absolutely.
truly grateful for you guys. Matthews Construction, again, another great sponsor. Turtler, he made his own business and he goes around and he picks up dog poop for people. So I mean, that's nothing nobody wants to
Dude,
do. That's a great business.
I
Obviously,
need that.
right, but hit him up. Obviously, Fifth Round Fitness again could not do this without John Franchi. Rounding third, it's a bar and a grill down in Elmira, so I'm thankful for them. And Pickering's Heating, Plumbing, Air Conditioner, Refrigerating, and Electric. Again, without my sponsors, I could not do this without them, without any of them, without my village, without my sponsors, without the gym, I would be lost.
Yeah.
So again, thank you all. I appreciate it.
Yeah, and definitely go out. These businesses are sponsoring Kara so she can put on entertaining fights for us. These tickets on December 14th will sell out. If you want to get tickets, Kara does get a little cut of that, so make sure you hit her up, DM her. Hopefully she pays attention to her DMs on Instagram if she's getting ticket sales. If not, reach out to Caden Ellis on Instagram. He'll get in touch with Kara. Fifth round, what is it? I think it's fifth round fitness and MMA on Instagram, but it's like underscore fifth underscore round underscore fitness underscore MMA, right? Not something like that, right? Is that how they can get a hold of you? They can get a hold of John?
Yeah, get a hold of John on Insta,
Yeah.
Facebook. Yeah, those. I think he's on TikTok too. So
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. So DM them, support it. Get your tickets early. Don't delay. This fight card is selling like hotcakes, and it's just not a sales pitch. The tickets are truly moving very, very fast. You guys are going to be in for a night of great fights, thoroughly entertained. Karen Izzy will put on a show. I can guarantee that right now. Kara, I truly appreciate time. I look forward to seeing you in a couple of weeks. Then you have a birthday 5 days later, which is exciting as well, turning 28.
if I
But
win, then double party.
yeah, heck yeah. But I truly appreciate the time. Just sit tight, okay?